Men of Reddit, what do you do with your ex's nudes after you've broken up? Print them out and eat them. The only true way to delete. Some serious red dragon shit there. With modern technology, that's no longer enough to delete them. You need to put the computer files of the nudes on a removable device, like a USB, remove that from the computer, and eat that. A gigabyte of that. I'm old enough to have mailed Polaroids back to a woman. Felt like she'd rather throw them away herself than wonder if I really did throw them out. That is a really classy move. I think it would have made me smile. Yeah, honestly that's a very kind gesture. I found some very old, 30 years, Polaroids after my house fire. Still friends with that ex, and she never asked about them, and I frankly forgot about them. I disposed of them by shredding. I didn't say anything, cause after 30 years that would be just weird. Delete. Too painful. Those were for when there was love. Porn is for anything else. This isn't. It wasn't the best body because it was the best body. It was the best body because it was her body. Once that love is gone, then it's just a body. Why'd this make me sad? His sentence made me want to lick a hit of acid and go to the beach at night and sit under the moonlight drinking whiskey as it rained slightly while listening to the songs we used to listen to together. I've only had one ex that would send me them. I kept them for a while but basically never looked at them. After a while I decided I needed to work harder on getting over her for real, so I deleted them. I think it helped, because even though I didn't really look at them I knew they were there in the back of my mind. Now they're gone. Are you me? But really, it was a great release deleting them. It's the same for actual pics too. Yup, I deleted literally every picture of my ex that I had after we broke up. Felt weird deleting so many memories, but I'm pretty certain it's helped in the long term. I had an organized folder filled with my ex's nudes. We did a lot of naked photography over lockdown. I put them all on a USB and gave them back to her, in case she wanted to reuse them because they were honestly top tier. Then I deleted the folder and all photographs of us. I felt better after. You gave her the nudes she sent to you back to her so she could send them to another guy. Lamau. Tragedy. They said the photo were high quality, so probably at least a few were artsy and not full-on nude. Also, it's the other's image, it do be making sense to let the one on the photos to chose how to use them. I saved Snapchats that my ex didn't want me to save or was a little off-put that I saved. I was so in love with her that I wanted to see her face before I went to bed every night, so I'd look at photos of her on my phone. When she left me I would often look at them and cry. Sure she wasn't pleased that I had them, but I had no ill intent with the photos. Then one day my phone fell off of my desk and the entire screen broke, completely unusable. Took that as a sign that I should seriously get over her. Many mental health issues and therapy later, I realized I should have never gotten involved with her to begin with. I was never a whole person myself and based my self-worth on her being in my life. Yeah, that's not a good way to live. Dang dude, glad you're doing better. I've gone through a lot of shit as well regarding mental health. I know it's a struggle for sure. I found the gym, nutrition, and stoicism for me. Keep on going. It's wonderful to find what your mind and body is capable of. Especially when you used to be weak. My ex took them over to my mother's house and showed them to her and my stepdad. Not sure what the point was. I originally read this as the ex-girlfriend took her own picture photos to boyfriend's mom and stepdad. Your way is way less confusing but a super ultra dick move. Was your mom's reply something on the lines of yes, that's my daughter, I know how she looks, I used to change her diaper. Hee hee. When she told me she laughed and said she'd have to ask for some tips lol. If that ever happened to me I'd act really concerned and leave for a second so I could grab my phone and start recording. Then I'd come back, ask them some questions. Ask why they still have the pics etc. Then I'd tell them they are a trash person and I'm so glad they're not dating my kid and that I'm calling the police on their creepy gross ass. Then just laugh at them a bit because you think I've never seen them naked, you think I actually care? All I want is for them to be healthy and as happy as they feel like being. See this sexy ass person you both made? How could you? I won't be having any of that ever again. Cries. Well it was her stepdad aka only one of them had a part in making her. I wonder if he was trying to blackmail you. I've dated jerks who have threatened me with blackmail that my parents and I were to financially support them or else. And I refused obviously. So that psycho has been cyberstalking me since 2002, threatening to kill my parents and I dated him for about 2 to 3 months back in 2002, whack job still stalks me. He goes on his public blogs and his social media to complain about me for crying out loud. And he goes around accusing me of incidents that never happened except in his head. I'm not surprised that he ended up in an insane asylum for a while on a psychiatric hold. But these guys who go around blackmailing people. I had to realize that I did nothing wrong and that it's not my fault and not my responsibility for someone else being legitimately insane. That's not my fault, and it's okay for me to ghost those people and talk to cops about getting a restraining order against those stalkers. I'm almost amazed that he is still going. You would think he got bored eventually. What about you guys? What do you do with your ex's nudes? Let us know in the comment. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, or I'll steal your bread. Ciao.